Tonight I'm fishing for catfish, and I'm going to put skipjack herring against giant threadfin shad. This is a fresh skipjack herring, and this is a fresh giant threadfin. They don't get much bigger than this. I'm hoping to catch a really big catfish, but as you know, it's fishing. You never know what you're going to catch. I only have one 12-foot rod, so I'm going to put the two threadfin halves on the 12-foot rod. And I may have cast the pieces off. Go and check it real quick. Well, I cast one of them off. They're hard to keep on the hook. I'm going to go with one piece then. I don't think I cast it off that time. I'm using one of my boat rods for the piece of skipjack. They do cast pretty good, so I'll get it out there far enough for the catfish to hit it, in theory. And I've cut off the gut pocket so it's a smaller piece, easier to cast. A little bit of backlash, but that nearly casts as far as the 12-foot rod. Now it's a waiting game. I did bring a bonus rod. I've been itching to use the new Whisker Seeker. Has that new metal reel seat and stainless steel eyes. I'm not sponsored by Whisker Seeker, but it's great that they're listening to their customers. I've had eye issues, and I know others that had eye issues with the older version. We got a little bit of wind. The bobber may not work too well, but I'm going to put two tail pieces of the thread fins on this and throw it out there and see what happens. Got the good old Muddy River bobber on here. So right now, Gizzard Shad has the advantage. Feeling lucky tonight. Maybe I'll pull in a 30-pounder. I'm going to reel the Whisker Seeker up and cast it off screen. I don't want to get my lines tangled up. And the wind is blowing it over the 12-footer. Like I'm already on it. That's got to be little fish or current causing both of them to click. The current here isn't really that bad though. So it's got to be little bitty fish. My bobber is floating over here, getting ready to get in my lines again. I may reel it up soon and cast it to the other side. And the bobber is actually going upstream. Downstream is that way. And lines are getting mixed up. They're playing with my emotions. With this being the gizzard shad, it was probably a small fish. I wouldn't mind catching a small fish right now. Maybe he'll come back. Again, I wasn't recording that time. At least he came back. Might need to be quicker next time. If anything, he's taking it further and further out there. If it makes it to the main channel, I could get an absolute monster. Little rascal. Just playing with it. Nope. That little rascal took my bait. I'm going to put another big one on. Whoa. I cut this piece just a little bit shorter, and I've tried to put more of the hook in it. Maybe he'll hook up this time if he comes back. I am determined to catch this little rascal tonight. I really hope he comes back. Now I'm going to check the skipjack real quick. I bet the little fish have ate it off the hook. They've been gnawing on it a little bit. I'm going to refresh it, put another piece on. With this one, I'm going with a little bit bigger piece, and I'm leaving the gut pocket on. Be harder to cast, but it should be no problem for this rod and reel. Not quite as far as the first cast, but we'll see what happens. I may put a sinker on the Whisker Seeker before the night's over with. Bobber hasn't moved, and I think it's on bottom. I only have 5-ounce sinkers. I don't make these. I bought these a long time ago. I'll give it a try. The Whisker Seeker can handle it. And this is why I use sinker slides. I'm going to refresh this bait too. I think he's back. Get this one out there real quick using the skipjack gut pocket from that first piece that was on this other rod. Doing a good job at crossing my lines tonight. Okay, it wasn't crossed, but it's too close for comfort. I'm going to cast this off screen. Not sure how I'm going to do this. I'll use my camera box. Reeled that one in to check on it, and it was still there. So I'm going to try a little bit different. I've cut them in little chunks, and there's a scale on the end of my hook. I always make sure there's no scales. That'll prevent a hookup. This hook may be a little bit too big for this bait. This is a 10-aught Mad Catter hook. I think I missed him. That was the first good hit on skipjack. Well, some action is better than no action. I'm going to get this one back out. I'm going to cast it off screen again. The leader on the Whisker Seeker is really too long for bank casting cut bait. It's longer because I wanted to use live bait with the Whisker Seeker, but I'm not afraid to use cut bait on it. Well, oh. Ah. I went to the wrong reel and fell down. The grass is still wet from all the rain we've been getting. And it stole the bait. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going to put another piece on this and cast it off screen again. Another small gut pocket piece. I'm probably attracting channel cats with this. Getting my pants muddy. It's been about 30 more minutes, so I've decided to downgrade this one to a smaller piece of skipjack. Maybe I'll get a couple extra yards on the cast. I'll get out of my pocket. Of course I missed them. Well, they got one piece. I'm going to go ahead and refresh it, put a new thread fin on here. I got 2 thread fins left. It seems to be getting the most action tonight. Although I've yet to catch a fish. 2 small chunks again, thread fin. I think that may have been my longest cast tonight. So maybe I'll get lucky. It's absolutely taken off with it. That's got to be a channel cat. I'm going to put a headpiece on here. Unless it's a really small one, I don't think I got it. Nope. Still have both my baits. I'm not going to be out here too much longer. I'm hoping I can get this little rascal before I make this a skunked video. Like I said earlier today, they are playing with my emotions. This may become a triple skunk for me. I'm going to give it, I don't know, 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to call it for the night. It's getting late and I'm getting tired. Well, looks like I'm not going to catch a fish tonight. This is the third time that I've been skunked since I filmed my last video. The first time I got skunked was trying only the Jell-O hot dogs, what I had left over, and I didn't catch anything. Actually, I take that back. I caught a crawfish in like 40-degree water. I didn't even get a bite on the Jell-O hot dogs, absolutely nothing. The second time I got skunked, I was actually on my boat. I was trying to do some crappie fishing on Fort Loudon Lake. On that lake, I know a few catfishing spots, but I really don't know the crappie spots, so it's something I'm going to have to learn. I have to get some friends to take me out crappie fishing so I can find where they are on that lake. And I did see a lot of fish on my fish finder, and I think they were either crappie that were not biting, or they were just a bunch of gizzard shad. It's just been one of those weeks, or actually a couple of weeks. I generally don't like publishing skunked videos, but I don't have anything else to publish at the moment. And I was hoping that one of these would get a run while I was talking to you guys on the camera. But no runs. It's actually been quiet for the past 30 minutes with no runs or anything, so I think all the fish went to bed. I'm going to reel these up and then head home. I got about an hour drive and it's about 1 a.m. right now. I gave it my best shot and no fish. Maybe next time I'll be able to get a fish on camera. But this is why they call it fishing and not catching. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.